Hello and welcome everyone. Today we will be working on a PlayStation 4. It's a Pro version and it needs an HDMI port replacement. So we'll share with you guys how would you be able to get this repair done properly. So let's get it started. Okay, so as you guys see here, this is the HDMI port and you can tell how loose it is. So before I start working on this, I will prepare the new HDMI port. So I will start by applying a little bit of a flex here on the pads, the data lines and everything, and also the through holes pads. This way, oh boy. Just I hope you guys have a good vision, but let's see how that goes. Turn on the fume extractor. I won't get myself killed any soon from the fume that we keep inhaled all day long. And we'll start from pre-tinning the through hole pins here, here. And keep in mind something, the whole idea of pre-tinning those, so once you put it in a PlayStation, it just to stick properly. Sometimes it's hard for you to see if there is a good penetration or not, but when it's outside like this, no question asked, you know that there is a penetration here. If you guys take a look here on the side, how it looks like. Maybe I can add a little bit of a heat here. See, without a flex it doesn't stick well. So here, you can look from the sides too, they're not really perfect yet. Here, bottom too. So add a little bit of a flux again, here. If you want to really skip this part that I'm doing right now, and then you should know for sure that once you do the repair, it's gonna come back to you sooner or later. Why is that? Because simply those through holes pins, they are not well connected into the board. So again, try not to skip any of these parts that I'm doing if you want to do a reliable repair. Okay, so here, pre-tin these all. I think I'm missing a little bit here. Okay, so here, take a look, here, everything looks good. We'll just give it a good clean. And then we'll jump into the board. The best way for me to do this would be with a heat gun, because it really requires a lot of heat. Just heat from the bottom of the board here until it comes off, and then put the new one. Haven't applied flux yet, but I can do it right now. It's not gonna really take that much time. Give it a little bit of a tap to see if it's got disconnected or not. If the solder melt, I mean. Okay. Perfect, we got this out. I'm not gonna wait for it to cool down, I'll just put the new one right away. Same flux and everything. Okay. Let it cool down for a few seconds. Now it'll go back with the heat so I can just align it properly. That's pretty much it. Just to keep the tweezer on top of it, just tiny bit of a pressure until it gets dry. And that's pretty much it. Here is one of the important things that I would like to share, which how the work's supposed to be done and what's the result. So if I zoom in here, one of the very important parts with this kind of repair, penetration. Take a look here on the side. You see how the HDMI port being soldered properly. One side, the other side, you can tell there is a penetration here. And take a look here too as well. Everything is as good as the manufacturer. Do I need to tap every single pin? From what we can see here, it's not really that important. You can tell right away that these are well soldered into the board. Just we gotta make sure to clean it very well, and we all set. I like to brush it off. I'm using a toothbrush normally. Don't need anything fancy in here to clean it. A little bit of alcohol. So nothing left but clean, clean, clean. It's very important to clean all the flux. You don't need to keep any residue or flux left here. So clean it. Then we take a look at the back side of the board. Also, we'll give it a good clean. And that's how the work looks like. Backside. And front. It's here after it got cleaned. And the other side after it got cleaned. And nothing else really left but to put it back together and we test it out, make sure that everything works well. That's everything for today. Hope you guys learned something.